Hi, I'm Cameron Argandona,
And I am Carly Armstrong.
and our sensitive topic for sexual health is age and consent involved in statutory rape.
What are consent laws? Age of consent laws are laws that exist to protect minors from sexual exploitation from older partners. Every state has a different age of consent allowance for their statutory rape laws. This is because there are many different thoughts on what consent is and what age someone can give consent to have certain relations. Factual consent is the age that a person is to be able to give full knowing consent, which is younger than the age someone can give legal consent. Statutory rape is definitely a sensitive topic, but not talked or researched about enough, especially with all the different interpretations people have on it. In California, the age of legal consent is 18 years old, and under California Penal Code 261.5 PC, statutory rape is defined as engaging in sexual intercourse with an individual under 18 years old. Statutory rape is a crime regardless of whether the sex was consensual or not. This is what some people have a disagreement with. What age to classify being able to consent to sex relations and age differences? That's where some states have different statutes and laws, like the Romeo and Juliet ones. The Romeo and Juliet statutes to a law are where the age of consent of the state can have an age difference clause. For example, if age of consent is 18, but they have a 2-year difference, Romeo and Juliet clause, making it not statutory rape if the sex relations are consensual between a 17 or 6-year-old with that 18-year-old. After looking up each state in the United States and their age of consent and their age difference Romeo and Juliet laws, we decided to find the statistics to better get an idea of what the majority of states have in their laws. 68% of states have some type of Romeo and Juliet clause in their law for statutory rape. The age difference by the law is ranging from 2 to 5 years depending on the state. 66% of states have their age of consent as 16 years of age. 22% of the states have 18 as the age of consent. California is one of them. As you can see, states have a mixed variety of statutory rape conditions. Take some time to think about statutory rape laws and these statistics. Ask yourself what the law would be if you made it.
There are some case examples we accumulated that all took place in California. Michael was a 17-and-a-half-year-old who was caught having sexual relations with a 16-and-a-half-year-old female. Since they were not married, Michael was charged with statutory rape of his female partner. Meanwhile, Hollywood director Roman Polanski was accused to have had sexual relations with a 13-year-old girl. He would provide and inebriate the girl until she was unable to even provide a conscious decision. Not only that, but she was under the age of factual consent anyways. A high school coach and his wife have been accused of coercing 2 of the coach's players into having sexual relations with his wife while under the age of consent. And even though the boys did the acts without being threatened per se, they were being manipulated by an authority figure who abused his power to persuade them into doing something they didn't want to do. The students fought for their rights by going to Sacramento to change legislation in order to cooperate with young male victims as well as female. Each of these cases are classified as statutory rape in the state of California. However, each case is specific and differ greatly in regards to the victim. In Michael's case, he and his partner were having factually consensual relations. In the Polanski case, the accusations insinuated that there was no consent in the first place. And in the Browns case, abuse of power and manipulation was used to get the students to participate. Going back to what was asked in the last slide, ask yourself if these different cases require different punishment. Consider what a teacher could do when faced with these situations. As a teacher, the first thing you should know is the state's law for statutory rape. That is the law you and your students must obey. Then make sure to educate yourself to be able to explain to your students that the law is there to protect them. Lastly, if you see something that could potentially harm a student and could be against the law, please say something.
Here are our sources. Feel free to look at these articles and journals and also do your own research. Always do some of your own research to make up your mind on something. Thank you for listening and have a great day.